friends, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're back in Sulani for this build, as you can tell, and we're just doing a pretty simple beach house. And as usual, this was inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest, so I will try to remember to insert that picture in the video where you guys can see it also. But it's pretty simple. And this was built on a 30 by 20 lot, so it's pretty small, but I actually wanted to build it on a little bit of a smaller lot. And I realized there's not that many small lots in Sulani, but that's okay because usually I build on bigger lots in Sulani, so it's not a big deal. And I feel like we took up most of the space, but yeah, if there had been a smaller lot that kind of fit the vibe I wanted to go with, I probably would have used it. But it all worked out in the end, I feel like. I hope you guys like it. And we're just working on the exterior right now. We're going to change those windows in a little bit. And this is a kind of limited pack build. It uses items from Island Living, of course, and it also uses items from Get Together. That's all. It's just a 2-pack build, but I really wanted some of the items from Get Together. We're going to use like the columns. That's what we're replacing now. That's from Get Together. And then the windows, and yeah, just there was a few things that I just really wanted to use. I love doing limited pack builds because they're kind of challenging and they make you get a little bit creative, but I did really want to use that kind of simple column from Get Together. It kills me that there's not very many other simple columns, because usually that makes me use more packs than I want to. But as you can tell, the exterior is pretty simple. And then as we get into the interior of the build, you'll see that I'm going to make that top floor into a loft bedroom. And as you can tell, I've already put the roofing down, and when I actually make the loft, when I went to make it, I actually cut that footage out. But when I went to make it, everything I did seemed to make the roof kind of spill into that room. Even though it was still enclosed, there was just something that I was missing, or something that it just didn't like that situation. Maybe I should have built the loft to start with. But anyway, I do go on and change that roofing around later, and I cut that footage out also so you guys didn't have to watch it. But it's basically the same thing. I just had to change it around to where it wouldn't go into the room. I just basically had to split it into 4 roofs rather than 1. But anyway, we did get our loft bedroom, and that's what matters, because I was very excited about that and I wanted to make a loft bedroom. I've been seeing so many videos that use lofts and they look so cool and so nice, and I realized that I've never actually done that. I always feel like I have to use every little bit of space on the upper floors, and I thought, actually, I don't have to, and I like loft bedrooms, so that's what we went with. And yeah, we're just decorating the outside, and you could tell I cut out a little bit of footage there. Basically, I got all that stuff from the debug menu. When I first started building this house, I thought maybe it could end up being a starter house, and for 2 Sims, it got a little bit too expensive. I think it's 44,000 simoleons. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's 44,000, so it's just a little bit over the mark for 2 Sims. But the master bedroom does have a double bed, so if you wanted to use 3 Sims, it would be a starter house, I guess. But yeah, we're just pulling stuff from the debug menu. Actually, right there, I was pulling the wrong stuff, so I ended up deleting that and re-adding it from the debug menu, because I was still at this point shooting for a starter house. And then at some point, I just realized I wasn't going to make it, so I went on and just decorated however I want. There's not just a whole lot of clutter on the inside, but there's a little bit of clutter throughout. And yeah, also, as you can tell too, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't used it a whole lot just because you have to swap back to live mode, but the updated tool mod actually comes with a cloning feature now, it makes the debug menu so much easier. And then of course it's got the new scale feature. I think that was maybe 1 update ago, but it's just so amazing. I just love it so much. So a lot of times when you see things shift, I usually just have paused the recording to go into live mode and use the tool mod. But yeah, I just absolutely am in love with the new update for that. So you can see that I've used the tool mod on a lot of items in this build. I don't know if you noticed, but we used on the water floats. We kind of used the tool mod to make those like rotate them at different angles, kind of like they're propped up against stuff in various places of the build. I hope you guys like that. I thought it was a cool detail. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it doesn't look silly, but I really enjoyed it. And yeah, also speaking about the tool mod, just in case you don't know and you wanted to download this house, you don't have to have the tool mod. Everything stays the same. Anything that's been changed with the tool mod stays the same, so you don't have to have it to play with this build in your game. One thing I do use a lot in my builds is move objects, so you always want to turn that cheat on before you place just about anything I build. But yeah, as you can tell, this is a really small house. You saw we just made the loft bedroom. The bigger room right there is the master bedroom, and then we're going to work on the bathroom first. So the bathroom is really simple. There's really nothing that special about it. It's really cramped, to be honest, but it's all functional. I do play test my builds, and it is functional. I don't think there was anything in this build that didn't work, but yeah, this is the bathroom, and it's really simple. And also, one thing you may notice throughout the build, and I cut that footage out also just because it takes so long, but I did add in some artwork that's not from the game. I don't know how, I think people call it custom artwork, but it's not CC, and basically all it is for me is I just take pictures in the game and use it. There you can see one on the wall, and we'll place another. But basically, I just take pictures in the game and then use it throughout some of my builds because I don't have just a whole lot of packs, and so I don't have a lot of good artwork, and that can be really frustrating. And so I just decided to kind of make my own. So you may notice that throughout the build, but now we're just working on the master bedroom, and it's pretty simple also. We just have a bed. We're going to add in a mirror, I believe, and just bookshelves, like just really simple, just basically living stuff. And yeah, you can tell this little bedroom has a door to the outside, which I think is always cool in a master bedroom, especially when it's on the beach. But yeah, and once again, you can tell I sized down like the wardrobe, and then we're going to throw a TV on there, and I still used one of the small TVs because I think at this point I was still shooting for a starter house, but it is functional, it does work, and yeah, that's pretty much the master bedroom, and we're going to go into the like kitchen and living area, which is pretty small for a kitchen and living area. I actually don't even include a sink in the kitchen. So your Sims would have to use the bathroom sink, but honestly, that's what they do usually anyway, so I didn't stress it too much. So the kitchen is very small. As you can tell, we've got our counters, and then we're going to have like just a fridge and a stove, and then like this little island, which would be the seating area because there's no other dining area. And yeah, we basically just use a little bit of clutter. Like I said, not a whole lot of clutter, but we'll use a little bit and then use a few more items from the debug menu just to make it look a little bit more lived in. And then the living area is very small, but it looks a little bit cramped, but everything is functional, like I said. And yeah, it just looks really just like a little cozy home for a Sim and her child or his whichever. But yeah, basically that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I really enjoyed making this. I love building in Sulani, so you can expect lots more of builds from Sulani. And pretty much that's it. We're just going to do the living area really quick and move into the loft bedroom, and that's super small and super simple. So I hope you guys enjoy this build. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day.